Yeah, hi there. Continuing with our Seaborn tutorial. So in the last one, we covered couple of graphs. So just going further ahead. So we'll start with the bar plots. So the way to create the bar plot in Seaborn is using SNS.bar plot function, and we specify on the x-axis the variable, and on the y-axis is the variable that we specify on the x-axis is generally categorical in nature, and the y-axis has a variable which is continuous in nature. So basically, for each categorical type of variable, it will generate a bar, and the height of a bar in Seaborn is actually calculated using the mean value. So if I see this bar, what it means is for this month ID 11, what was the average revenue generation in that particular month? Similarly, for month ID 12, what was the average revenue generation in that particular month? So these basically heights represent the average value, in this case, average revenue in that respective month. So to generate the bar plot, we say sns.bar plot. X is the month ID, Y is the revenue, color I want blue color, and CI is none, so no confidence interval. Data is coming from the market data frame, and just simply setting the title. So that's how we get the average revenue that was generated in different months, and we see for these 3 months it was more or less same. It was the average revenue generated was highest for month ID 12, and it was lowest for 13. 17 seems to be probably some missing data or incomplete. That is why it is much below compared to the other ones. So now if I want to go to the one level more, that is want to increase the granularity, and I want to see based on the different promotion types, what was the average revenue generated in all these months. So this is what I'm actually looking for. I want month ID, and I want three bars for each month, one for the no promotion code, and other for the blue promotion code, and the third one for the red promotion code. So that's what we want. If you notice for the month ID 17, there is no blue bar. What it means that there is missing data for month ID 17. So our main interest data is between 11th month ID and month ID 16. So how to generate this? It's a simple, just use sns.bar plot, use x-axis as month ID, y as revenue, hue, that is a color based on which we want to split is based on this column promo, and the order of the colors should be used based on this hue order: no promo, promotion blue, and promotion red, which matches with the color that we have specified here. So for no promo it is black color, for promotion blue it is blue color, for red it is red color. And then we are just setting the title and the legend I want to appear outside the graph, because otherwise it will overlap. So using this b box to anchor, specifying the x and the y location, I'm just setting a box within this legend will appear. So if you notice, for all of these months, the promotion scheme blue had much higher average revenue generation compared to the red promotion scheme, and definitely it is much high compared to the black one, which says no promotion was applied at all. So definitely the promotion scheme, especially the blue one, has a direct impact on the revenue generation. Next graph is the histogram, which is also called as frequency distribution graph. So what it actually does, it gives the frequency, that is how many data points lie between a given range. So this range is called as bins. So we generate different bins, and the height of this bar for that particular bin represents the data points or the frequency which lie in that particular bin. So for example, for this particular bin, the data points were around somewhere, I think 6 or 7. For this bin, the data points were around 25, and so on. So it's kind of a frequency distribution. So how to generate it? It is using sns.listPlot and specifying the variable based on which to generate the histogram. I'm setting KD equals to false, but it means it will not generate another graph like a density graph on top of it. It will only generate the histogram. And another thing I want to appear is to display the mean value of that particular column in this graph as well. So on top of this histogram, this red vertical line that you see, it is actually the mean value that I have generated using plt.axv line. So this is nothing but the mean value of the revenue, which is displayed using the red color. So it gives an idea, okay, what is the kind of the distribution that revenue is having. It is kind of a slightly right skewed distribution, but more or less it is very much closer to the normal distribution as well. Now, another way to see that to visualize the distribution is the box plot. So, box plot actually generates a box in which this is these edges represent the 25th and 75th percentile, and in the line within the box represents the median value, which is the 50th percentile. These are called as the whiskers, and any point beyond that is are called as the outliers. So I'm just doing the box plot using sns.boxplot, specifying the revenue. So it generates a box plot in the vertically oriented way. Now to generate a box plot for a different month, that is, I want to find out what was the distribution of revenue generation over over a month-on-month basis. So that is, these are the different month IDs, 11, 12, 13, and so on. And this is the distribution of the revenue generated in that respective month. So how to generate it? We just use sns.boxplot. On the x-axis is the month ID, y-axis is the revenue, color is the light green. I'm just changing the color this time. Data is coming from market data frame and setting the title. So if you see, there are a couple of outliers for month ID 12 and few outliers for 13 and one for 14 as well. The median value for month ID 11 is greater than the other months. Now next is the scatter plot, which actually is very helpful in finding out the relationship between the two variables. So let's say I want to find out if there was any relationship between the number of visitors who visited and the revenue that was generated. Ideally, there should be, because the more the visitors, the more the revenue to be generated. So let's see, let's plot it out. So we see, yes, there is an increasing trend as the visitors count is increasing. So is the revenue that is being generated, except for this outlier where even though the visitor count is very high, but in terms of revenue it is pretty low. But yeah, but more or less the trend is on the increasing side. Now if you see, all the data points are of the similar color. Let's see if you want to distinguish it based on a different type of promotion scheme. That is, I want it to go one level more granular. So like this, that is visitors and revenue, and these data points to be colored based on the promotion scheme. So black is for the no promo, and blue is for the promotion scheme blue, and similarly red is for promotion scheme red. So again, we are using sns.scatterplot. Before that, I have just created colors, a list of colors, black, blue, red, which represents these respective promotion scheme colors. And first, we are creating a palette using sns.colorPalette and setting this palette using set underscore palette function and assigning it to custom underscore palette object. Now, to create the scatter plot, it is sns.scatterplot. On the x-axis is the visitors field, and the y-axis is the revenue. Hue, that is the color of this dots to be based on this promotion scheme, that is promo, and hue order is no promo, blue and red, based on the colors that we have set. And data is coming from the market data frame, setting the title and the legend, putting legend outside the map so that it should not overlap with any data point. Now if you see that, okay, for now we can clearly see the difference, the black, red and blue. So let's take this x value for 2000 number of visitors. If no promotion was applied, that is all these black points for this X value, these are much lower in terms of the revenue generation. And if we apply a promotion scheme, let's say red color, then we'll have a slightly better revenue generation, whereas it is much better if we go with the blue promotion scheme. So this clearly distinguishes the data points between these three promotional schemes. Next is we can govern the size of these dots also. Let's say I want to find out a relationship between the marketing spend that was done and whether this marketing spend was able to bring more visitors or not. So ideally it should, because the more you spend on the marketing, the more visitors should get us attracted towards the ad campaign and they should visit the site. So yes, we see there's an increasing trend, kind of a marketing trend. As the more money was spent on this marketing, then we see the number of visitors going up. And as the number of visitors are going up, the revenue that was generated also increased. So the size of these circles is represented by the revenue. So the bigger the circle, the higher the revenue that was generated. So how to achieve this? Again, it's a scatter plot. So only thing that we are changing is the size based on the revenue. So X is the same marketing spend, Y is number of visitors, size is based on the revenue. So we are specifying size as revenue. Data is coming from the market data frame, setting the title and the legend. Now, next one is the LM plot, which is kind of a regression plot. So basically, if I want to find out the relationship between two variables, then we can do, and want to plot a regression line as well, then we can use LM plot. So I want to find out relationship if there was any relationship between the revenue generated and the marketing spend, whether so the question was whether more marketing spend was able to generate higher revenue or not. So which ideally should, because the more you spend on the marketing, the ideal expectation is that it should be able to generate more revenue. So which is clearly visible from this upward trend, that yes, as the marketing spend increased, it was able to bring more revenue. And this, the line that you see is represents the trend, and this shaded portion represents the 95% confidence interval. So how to generate the LM plot? Using SNS.lm plot. On the x-axis is the marketing spend, and y it is revenue, which is a function, we can say kind of a function of this marketing spend revenue. So data is coming from this market data frame. So yes, revenue is dependent on marketing spend. The higher the marketing spend, the more the revenue. That's what we can infer from this graph. Again, we can break this into more granular level by having three regression lines. One based on the plotting schemes. Black is for no promotion, and red is for red promotion scheme applied, and blue is for the blue promotion scheme applied. So we clearly see that based on the slope, the slope of the blue line is much higher compared to red and the black. So it means as the marketing spend increased, the revenue that was generated for the blue promotion scheme was much higher compared to the red and the black ones. So if we are spending, uh, let's say 2000, and if we are not doing any promotion at all, then it will have lesser revenue. Whereas if we do promotion based on the red and the blue scheme, it will have higher, and the better results will be achieved if we go with the blue promotion scheme. Next is the correlation. Correlation basically tells how the variables are related with each other. If I generate a correlation using .corr function, I'm just selecting the columns and doing the correlation. And if you see in the output, marketing spend is related with the revenue with 7.79. Yes, it is highly correlated. Similarly, as the marketing spend increases, the number of visitors also increases to the site. So it is 0.82 with high correlation. Whereas if you see between revenue and the visitor, so it is not that much high. So it means yes, visitors are increasing as the marketing spend is increased, but it is also having an impact on the revenue, but not that much as probably one would like to have, because it is only 0.57. Ideally, The higher the visitor should be more correlated with the higher the revenue. Anyways, we can create this heat map plot using sns.heatmap, passing the correlation data frame. And here I am using a custom, not actually custom, actually a predefined color map, which is cool warm, which represents cool color, that is with blue, and the warm color with red. As we know, the correlation, Pearson's correlation is between -1 and 1. So -1 represents the blue color and the +1 represents the high color. So the higher is the correlation between the two variables, we will see more reddish, and lesser is the correlation, or the correlation is towards the negative side, we will see the blue color. White color represents more or less no correlation at all. So extreme correlations are represented by red and blue. Uh, Blue represents the negative correlation and red represents the positive correlation. So if you see marketing spend, and I'm using annote is equals to true, so annotation is true, so that will also display the numbers on this heat map. So marketing spend and revenue, these are correlated with correlation is 0.79, which is good. Similarly, marketing spend and number of visitors is 0.82, which is also good. But if you see the revenue that is being generated with visitors, it is slightly on the lower side, 0.457. So heat map gives a very good idea about how the variables are related, and how much they are having an impact on each other. So that's it for now. Thank you.